This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield.
You know, they did me wrong. They did me dirty. They made me drink. But I'm not a baby. I'm not a kid.
And co-host Marnie Winfield.
You know, you can be pretty sure that the decision that you made was the right one. God kind of paved the way for what was supposed to happen, I feel.
It is the 4th of September, 2021. My name is Corey Winfield.
My name is Marnie Winfield.
And this is the 217 Recovery Podcast. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm horrible.
Are you?
And it has nothing to do with the keto Slim Fast shakes I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things make it feel like you have a little monster inside you. But I don't know if I just have a stomach virus. I'm assuming that's what I have. Because holy hell, it's bad.
Yeah.
And you ask me, how come you don't get some Imodium? How come you don't get some medicine? Because I want to keep it in. I want to get this out.
Yeah, I'm a little stuffy.
Yeah, you got some sinus stuff going on.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna kick it though. I don't think it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like lingering. Yeah.
That's what happens when you get old. You know, your immune system kicks down. I mean, not me. Like, this is me fighting it off. My body, I don't get sick.
I very rarely get sick.
Yeah, just every once a year, it's the sinus thing, but that's not really sick. It's kind of like when I lose my hair. You know, it's a trade-off.
Okay.
You know, I give the hair to have such a kick-ass immune system.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, hair's overrated. So overrated.
Right?
Yeah. I believe so. How much I save a year on haircuts?
Got a point.
Probably hundreds of dollars that I spend and waste elsewhere. So how are you today, though? I mean, what's going on?
Not a whole lot. I just had an opportunity to just relax today, which was nice. I love being able to just be in on days like today. Here where we are, it's
Beautiful.
He's got this thing where he likes just rainy, dreary days.
They're the best. Just no sun in the sky, just clouds.
So it's Labor Day weekend. And for those of you who are off on vacations, camping, or what have you, not the most ideal weather.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But I'm sure they'll make the most of it.
Yeah, if you're in northern Michigan camping, enjoy this beautiful weather.
So I just got to snuggle up, and I was catered to today. My husband made me dinner.
Yeah, a little steak and
Did
some
dishes.
potatoes. Good stuff like that.
Yeah.
Did you, because it is bear season.
Right.
We mentioned that on the last episode. Be careful, the bears will get you. But did you see the story I shared in our family chat?
I did. I read it.
About the lady who...
The super mom?
Yep. She beat off a mountain lion with her bare hands.
See, it's do what you got to do to save your family.
Would you beat off a mountain lion with your bare hands to save me?
I would definitely tackle a mountain lion if it was attacking you.
But you wouldn't beat it off?
Okay, I don't like
with
where
your bare hands?
Where your brain is
That's
going
what
with this.
am I tripping, or did that story say that?
You just read into everything in like just a very unique way.
No, that's exactly what the story said.
Okay, so
That
it was
wasn't
what
loud enough.
it was what the title of the article was.
Yeah, it was. You think that they did that on purpose?
Absolutely not. No.
You don't think some kid was like, watch this.
No, I
I'm going
don't.
to word this like this, huh?
I don't, Corey. I don't think
Beats
anybody
off
did
mountain
that.
lion. I'm going to watch this with bare hands.
No, but you think so.
I would have done that. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was just reporting on the story.
That's you, though.
Because obviously fights off would have been better, or like you said, tackles. You know, but she got into it, man, with this mountain lion. But apparently it was the little cub. The mom was like trying to teach the little ones how to hunt, and he went for the easy prey. So he grabbed this woman's 5-year-old.
Where was that at?
California.
Okay.
We were just there. We didn't even know we were in danger.
Yeah, he was just like right outside their home.
It's like, it took it like 60 yards. And the mom was like, what? Ran out the door. Started punching it, kicking it, beating it off of the kid. At least I added the kid.
Yeah.
And then dropped it. And then they called the Rangers out or whatever. And they came and
It's a fight or flight.
killed it. And then they checked. Yep, that's the one. Like they killed it first, and they're like, "Yeah, yep." There was some blood and little human tissue under the nails there.
They were probably taking their chances because
Then one of them was like actually tracked, like had a collar on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the other older ones, but it was just a cub almost. They said it was like 6 months old. Mm-hmm. The mountain lion or whatever, or maybe it was a year. I don't know, but it was just a little guy. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like the ferocious mother. But then, like, what was crazy too is the other ones came out. Like after they killed the little one, the other mountain lions came out. Like, what's up? Like, you messing with my dude? And that's how they saw the other ones. They're like, whoa, hey, getting rushed on here. I wonder if that's a sign that the Armageddon's coming. They're like getting ready. They're like, oh, we thought we could go now, start munching on some humans now. We didn't know that we got to wait another 6 months. That's cool. We just jumping the gun.
I didn't read that part.
Or if that's why Nico gets feisty with us. She's like, you guys just got a little bit more time left. Like, and then it's going to turn. The tide's turning.
Oh.
I don't know. So one of my favorite things, and I say that with sarcasm, is when people reach out to me and ask me for money. That's my head hitting the microphone.
Yeah.
This was a classic one too, and there's a dude that I know, and I like the dude. I reach out to the dude from time to time. I think he's actually probably even donated to 217 Recovery. Mm-hmm. And supporting what we do. But addiction's an MFer, man. And he reached out and he was like, "Hey, man, I need a huge favor." And I was like, "No, I'm not sending any D pics to you." He's like, "Haha, no, man. I left my wallet in my friend's car and I need to borrow 100, not 5, not usually it's 20, not 5, not 10, no, 100, so I can get my family some groceries and it's grocery shopping time now, and I'll get you back 125 in the AM." Okay, so you're gonna pay me $25 to give you 100 that I'm never gonna see again? Mm-hmm. No. And I just flat out told him, I was like, I can actually read it to you exactly word for word. But I mean, I wasn't a dick about it. But at the same time, it's like, bro, I said, no way, man. Addicts are shameless when asking for money, and you and I don't have that trust in our friendship. Simple. Boom, done. Like, you don't have to, if people ask you for money and like, man, they could be hurting, whatever. It's not up to you. And this is my personal opinion, because I could have been like, why don't you call your friend and get your wallet back? That's what I would be doing. Like, what did you have in your wallet that you don't have on your phone? It's 2021. I could lose my wallet, sure, but I could still pay for things with my phone. I don't know. There's a lot of things that were wrong with that situation. Mm-hmm. And don't feel like you are a bad friend, a bad person. Like, if this would have been somebody I was closer to, if this would have been Rob or I don't know, Jamie Kelly, I've given $20, but I didn't expect it to come back. I said, here, just whatever, man. Mm-hmm. But don't feel baited into having to give somebody money, especially if they have a history of addiction, and then they start coming with these BS stories. And maybe he could have left his wallet and something, and that's fine. But you know what? But that's not on me. Mm-hmm. And I don't feel bad for doing that, but I just wanted to kind of throw that out there because it happens more than you think. Yeah. And you and I both have been hit up by people like from
forever ago.
Who are you, dude? Like, they're shameless.
They're just going down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing that's most bothersome about that is the using the family members.
Yeah, but they're shameless. You know, like I was there too. I never did that, but you know, I just wasn't at that point yet, I guess.
Yeah. I've kind of just made a decision in general, just across the board, that I'm not ever loaning anyone any money.
Yeah.
You know, it's just not healthy. You know, I don't know. And plus it eliminates the me trying to figure out, depending on who it is. It's just like from here on out, just please don't ask to borrow money from me. It doesn't matter who you are. Is that heartless?
No, I don't
Because
think
I'm
so.
like, well, maybe there are circumstances where that, you know, I don't know. But as long as I just tell myself that, just because I've been burned way too many times, and you know, you're right. And then you're like, what are they doing with it, and what happens if I give them money and then it ends up being their demise? Mm-hmm. I mean, if you have that on your head, like if I wouldn't have lent them that money, then they wouldn't have got that bad batch of whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to have that on me. Yeah, I don't know.
No. And yeah. But just don't feel like if you're listening and you've been in this situation, don't feel like, oh man, but I'm gonna be a bad friend. Nah. Psh. Where's my sounder? All I need this is perfect for that.
Man,
That's all you gotta do. Shh. You know, Tyrone will tell you where he's at, people asking for money all the time. And if he sees somebody like they need something, he'll buy them an alarm clock or a watch or something like that. Just cheap, you know, here's a watch. Mm-hmm. But they're like, yo, man, can I get a cigarette? Can I get something else? Can I get that? He's like, I don't even smoke. You know, but say no. And it's cool. You know, and that's another thing. If you're going to treatment for the first time, people are going to ask you for smokes. Just say no to everybody. Unless, like, you make good friends with one person in there or something, you know, like, sure, give them smokes if they're giving you some, if you need some, if you run out or whatever, but a little buddy system. But other than that, man, you'll have people hit you up left and right. Mm-hmm. Just say no to them all. Oh, man, no. Man, but it doesn't matter, man. No. This is how many cigarettes I came with. Mm-hmm. Just a little tip. I should write a tip. Just call it just the tips.
What, all for rehab? Mm-hmm. Oh. I guess you could.
Mm-hmm. I should call it Jill Armio. Like, Jill, help me write this book about tips. It's called Just the Tips. Don't give me that look like I'm perverted.
What kind of look do you expect me to give you?
Like I'm funny.
Okay, it is humorous.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
it is.
He's the worst. He's the worst. Well, no.
I'm the worst.
I said you're the worst when you're on here.
When I'm on the podcast?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Something about the mic. Something about when the microphone turns on. It's just.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
The adrenaline gets pumping and I feel excited.
It's not always this perverted. His mind's not always in
Really?
the gutter. Not always.
See, now I'm like going like, yeah, I'm always perverted. Like we can't watch a movie and I'm like, what do I always try to like make up plots. I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen. Or I'm always saying something and it's always some kind of sexual. And
Yeah.
so, I mean, maybe you just let those ones go.
Or I'll be watching like a 2-hour long movie and there'll be like a sex scene. He's like, oh, that's why you're watching this movie, because of the sex in it.
You always watch sex movies.
There'll be like one scene and then you're like, this movie is about sex. I know it's not.
Yeah, you can't just watch a good rom-com. Not with Marn. Nope. It has to have some sex in it.
Oh, so not true. That last movie that I watched, I can't even remember the name of it, in the Snow. What was that name of that? I just watched it.
I don't know. It's on Netflix. It's a newer one. Or not a newer one, but they just added on Netflix. I know you're talking about with Jeremy, what's his face?
Yeah. I had a pretty good ending.
Yeah.
I thought
It was all right. And that was a very disturbing movie a little bit.
it was. Yeah.
A lot of sexual tension in that one.
Okay.
Just saying. beautiful. The snow.
Scenery.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I have 2 fantasy football drafts tomorrow.
You do? Wow. Are you ready?
No, I don't even know. Like,
Don't do it to where it's not fun anymore.
oh, it'll be fun. But I just don't know because I'm in one. There's like 11,000 or 15,000 people. I know there's a big difference between those two numbers, but it's somewhere around there in this league. Like that's a lot of people. And I mean, obviously there's 12 people to each league, but it's a big league. And then there's like different, I don't even know how they're doing it. It blows my mind. But I don't know if I should take wide receivers or running backs first or
Switch it up. Do something different.
yeah, might as well. It's all for fun, right?
That's right.
Yeah, it's fun and games. The 217 Sober League, that gets going on Thursday. You excited?
I'm so excited.
And you don't, well, you're not starting any players, but you do have a player, but you're not starting him. Bernard, Gio.
Yeah.
It's on your bench. And your first overall pick was who?
Who I didn't get?
No, who did you pick? Alvin Kamara?
He wasn't my first, was he? Oh, yeah, it was Camaro.
Yeah. So, I mean, you have, and then you have Eckler as well. You have Darren Waller, Russell Wilson, Lockett. Who's your other wide receivers? Your team's pretty damn good, though. Then you took the kicker that I wanted. Thanks.
You.
It's like Yu Young Ho or something.
Yeah.
It's an awesome name.
I like my team.
Yeah, your team is pretty good, actually. My team just looks like somebody just here you go, just throw some players on there. But I'm trying something new. I don't know what I'm trying. Underdogs, maybe. I was doing mock drafts and I realized I was picking all old people at one point. I was like, which Keith in our league, he had he listens to the fantasy footballers, which again, thanks to them for supplying the ultimate draft kit, even though Tyrone didn't pay attention to it, which actually kind of mixed it up. You know, Tyrone flipped the script for everybody. It allowed you to get who you got. So thanks, Tyrone. But he's taken all second year wide receivers. He's like taken like all the people that are saying, which if you listen to somebody else and take their word as gospel, you're going to get burned. You have to do the research yourself. There's a reason why, all these guys love the Arizona teams is because they're in Arizona. That's their hometown team. They're homers. So you got to just kind of do your own investigating or just throw darts at the board and hope they stick. But I can tell some of the people are listening like word for word. And it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, Tyrone, Sam Bradford, not Sam Bradford. Oh my God. Just about the same. I don't even really know who that is. Matthew Stafford. He took him number 1 overall.
Yeah.
First pick.
Of all the players.
All of them. Yep. That's who he took.
He might surprise us.
I know, but it switched. It blew everybody's mind, but it allowed you to get Alvin Kamara. It dropped everything. And then everybody started kind of going nuts a little after that. And like all the mock drafts we did, Alvin Kamara was never there for you at 6.
Right, no.
So it was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
So it opened it up. So big props to Tyrone, He could have just did what everybody else did, but no.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Thursday.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Sober fantasy football. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
Well, I just have the belly issue. That's all I got to talk about today. And then don't lend people money. And
No, it was a good Saturday, relaxing and just kind of chilling. Need those days.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We didn't set the world on fire, but I guess that could be good and bad.
Right.
Thanks for listening, and we'll do the replay tomorrow. Marnie will pick one of her favorites that you'll definitely learn something or get something out of.
Sounds good.
Hey, watch out for them bears and
Mountain lions.
yes, if you need to, you can beat one off with your bare hands.
Good night, everybody.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the 217 Recovery Podcast. Listen on the 217 Recovery app. Download the app and rate us in your app store.